You go to bed at a reasonable hour. You cut caffeine. You've tried melatonin, warm milk, even meditation apps. And yet somehow you're still waking up at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering what's wrong. It's frustrating, isn't it? You're doing everything right, but sleep still slips through your fingers. And maybe, like many people over 55, you've started to wonder, is this just how it is now? Here's the thing, you're not lazy, you're not weak, and you're definitely not broken. What most people don't realize is that sleep isn't just about how long you're in bed, it's about when your body is ready to rest. And that readiness is hardwired, not willpowered. In today's video, I want to share one simple, science-backed change you can make that doesn't require medication, expensive gadgets, or drastic routines. Just one adjustment to help you finally sleep through the night, starting tonight. Because once you understand your body's natural rhythm, your sleep fingerprint, you stop fighting against yourself. And when that happens, even one night of deep, uninterrupted rest can feel like a reset for your whole life. Let's talk about that one change. It's smaller than you think and more powerful than you realize. Part 1: The Hidden Truth. Sleep doesn't start at bedtime. Most people think sleep begins when you lie down and close your eyes. That's the moment we mark on the clock, the official start of rest. But here's the truth no one ever told us. Good sleep, restful, uninterrupted, healing sleep actually starts much earlier. Not at 10 p.m. or 11, not even with your evening routine. It starts the moment you wake up. Strange as that sounds, it makes sense when you look at how your body works. From the minute your feet hit the floor in the morning, your internal clock, what scientists call your circadian rhythm, begins counting down. It's tracking light, movement, temperature, food, mood. It's gathering clues to figure out when you should feel sleepy later. And if those clues don't line up, if your body spends the day confused, overstimulated, or undersignaled, then by the time you get to bed, your sleep system is out of sync, and no amount of melatonin or deep breathing will fully fix it. That's why you can follow all the sleep advice out there and still feel like nothing works. You're treating the symptoms at night, but the root cause was planted hours earlier. Think of your energy like a river. A healthy river starts steady and strong in the morning. It flows through your day with natural rises and dips. And by nightfall, it should slow and soften into calm waters, ready for stillness. But when the river starts out blocked or thrown off course, too much coffee, not enough movement, too much stress, or irregular light exposure, it can't settle by night. Instead, it crashes or stays restless. That's what so many people feel lying in bed wide awake. Even after a full day, they're trying to sleep at the end of a disrupted current. For people over 55, this becomes even more important. Our sleep needs change with age, but so does our rhythm. Many older adults feel sleepy earlier than they used to. Others find they wake at 3 or 4 a.m. and can't fall back asleep. And yet, we often try to force ourselves into a normal bedtime, following old patterns or other people's schedules. We ignore the subtle signals our body gives us in the name of consistency. But in doing so, we override our natural rhythm. The real issue isn't that your sleep is broken. It's that your internal timing may be misaligned. And alignment doesn't mean rigid discipline. It means listening. It means noticing when you feel alert, when your body asks for rest, when your mood naturally dips. It means shaping your day in a way that honors your body's pattern, not fights against it. One of the most powerful things you can do is stop thinking of sleep as something that happens at night only. Instead, begin asking yourself in the morning, what can I do today that makes sleep come more easily tonight? Maybe that means getting outside for 10 minutes of light before breakfast. Maybe it's pushing your last cup of coffee to 9 a.m. instead of noon. Maybe it's walking after lunch. These aren't big, dramatic shifts, but when done consistently, they reset your body's sense of time. And once your body feels in sync again, sleep becomes less of a struggle and more of a return. Because sleep isn't about control, it's about rhythm. And your rhythm begins not with silence and darkness, but with how you meet the day. That's where better nights are born. Part 2, you're running on someone else's clock. You might not realize it, but there's a good chance you've been trying to sleep on someone else's schedule, maybe for years. We grow up adjusting to what school demands, then jobs, then family routines. We wake when alarms tell us, eat when the clock says it's time, and go to bed because it's what most people do. Over time, it starts to feel normal. But deep down, something doesn't quite fit. Your body resists, your energy fluctuates, your sleep never feels solid. And yet you keep pushing through, thinking this is just adulthood. But here's a quiet truth that changes everything. Your body has its own internal timing, and it may not match the world around you. Inside all of us is a biological clock, not the metaphorical kind, but a real, ticking rhythm that governs when you feel sleepy, when you feel alert, when your body digests best, and even when your brain is most creative. Scientists call this your chronotype. It's not based on personality or preference, it's written into your genetics. And it doesn't shift just because you want it to. That's why some people naturally rise with the sun and others feel most alive after dark. It's also why, no matter how hard you try to sleep at 10 p.m., your body may not be ready if your internal rhythm doesn't match. The problem is, society rarely makes room for these differences. We celebrate early risers. We shame late sleepers. We expect everyone to work 9 to 5, eat dinner at 6, wind down at 9. But for many people, especially those over 55, these schedules can feel more like cages than comfort. You may have spent decades adjusting to meet others' needs. Your kids' routines, your partner's work hours, your grandkids' school drop-offs. Maybe you're retired now, but you still hold onto the habits of a structured day because that's how it's supposed to be. And this is where the misalignment begins, not out of laziness or poor discipline, but from constantly ignoring your own natural cues. Imagine trying to tune a radio to the wrong frequency. No matter how loud you turn up the volume, the message will still sound distorted. That's what happens when you sleep out of sync with your own rhythm. Your body can't settle. Your mind can't shut off. You wake up groggy, even after a full night in bed. The signal never quite lands. But here's the empowering part. Once you stop living on someone else's clock and start honoring your own, things begin to shift. Sleep becomes easier. Mornings feel gentler. Your energy doesn't spike and crash unpredictably. You're no longer forcing your body into someone else's rhythm, you're moving in harmony with your own. This doesn't require radical change. It starts with awareness. Pay attention to when you feel naturally tired, not when the clock says it's bedtime. Notice when you're most focused during the day, when your mood dips, when your body asks for rest. These moments aren't random, they are signals. And the more you listen, the more you begin to see a pattern that's unique to you. You've likely spent much of your life accommodating others. That's part of being a parent, a partner, a professional. But now, especially now, it's okay to listen inward. Your body's timing matters. And the better you understand it, the more your sleep will stop being a struggle and start becoming something you can actually look forward to. Part 3, the 4 inner sleep types, no animal names. Not sleeping well doesn't mean your body is broken. It often means you're trying to rest on the wrong rhythm, someone else's pattern, not your own. The key is to stop chasing the perfect bedtime and start asking a better question. What kind of sleeper am I really? Because when it comes to sleep, there's no one-size-fits-all. In fact, most people fall into one of 4 natural sleep rhythms. They're not based on zodiac signs or quirky labels. They're rooted in biology. I call them the 4 inner sleep types. And the moment you find yours, sleep becomes less confusing, more forgiving. The first is what I call the early energy riser. You're the one who naturally wakes before sunrise, not because of alarms or habit, but because your energy rises early on its own. You feel most focused before noon. By evening, you're winding down while others are still making dinner. You might have been told you're boring or too rigid for sleeping early, but this rhythm is actually one of your strengths. The key is to stop fighting it. Set your bedtime earlier, avoid evening screens. Respect the fact that your body's clock runs ahead of others, and that's okay. Then there's the sun-paced doer. You move with daylight. You don't leap out of bed, but you also don't stay up into the early hours. Your body feels best when it follows the sun. Wake around 7 or 8, wind down after dinner, sleep by 10. You're the steady ones, the consistent ones. You function best with a routine, and your energy peaks in the late morning through mid-afternoon. The mistake many sun-paced doers make is trying to force themselves into earlier or later rhythms to match others, when what you need most is stability. A simple daily routine, a cut-off time for caffeine, and exposure to morning light are your greatest allies. Next is the midnight mind. You're sharpest when the world is winding down. Your thoughts come alive at night. Mornings feel heavy, like a weight you can't quite shake. And maybe you've been told you're lazy or undisciplined, but the truth is, your alertness simply arrives later. That doesn't make you less productive. It just means your rhythm is unconventional. The danger is in pretending you're a morning person when your brain clearly isn't ready. If this is you, stop pushing for early bedtimes that leave you tossing and turning. Instead, embrace your late-night clarity. Focus your creative or deep-thinking tasks for the evening. Shift your wind-down window later. Let your rhythm work for you. Finally, we have the quiet worrier. This is the most sensitive rhythm. Sleep doesn't come easily or stay long. You may fall asleep only to wake hours later, mind racing, heart unsettled. You're easily disturbed by light, sound, even your own thoughts. You've probably tried it all: supplements, sleep music, breathing apps, and still feel like rest is elusive. If this is you, the most important step is to create safety. A dark, quiet room, warm lighting in the evening, a predictable bedtime routine that signals to your nervous system, it's okay to rest now. You don't need perfection, you need peace. None of these types is better than another. They're simply different and powerful once understood. What matters most is that you stop comparing your rhythm to someone else's. You're not broken, you're built uniquely. And your path to deep, restoring sleep begins with honoring the rhythm that's already inside you. Once you do, you'll stop chasing rest and start receiving it. Part 4: How to find your type. You've heard the types. Maybe one of them felt familiar, or maybe all of them sounded a little bit like you. That's completely normal. After years of forcing our sleep to fit into someone else's mold, it's easy to lose touch with what our natural rhythm even feels like. But here's the truth: your body is always speaking. The question is whether you're still listening. Let me tell you about Linda. She's 67, recently retired, and for years she tried going to bed at 10 p.m. sharp. Her husband sleeps like a rock, lights out at 10, up by 6, same routine every day. Linda wanted to match him, to feel in sync, to do what seemed right. But every night she'd lie awake for hours, not anxious, not wired, just not sleepy. Eventually she started blaming herself. She wondered if something was wrong with her brain, or her hormones, or her age. But the truth was simpler: her body wasn't ready. Her natural rhythm was different. Once she allowed herself to go to bed when her body felt tired, closer to midnight, she began sleeping deeper, waking up clearer, and feeling more like herself again. So how do you find your rhythm? Start with these 3 simple questions. First, when are you most naturally alert during the day without caffeine or pressure? Is it early in the morning, midday, later in the evening? Second, if no one told you when to go to bed or wake up, when would you feel ready to sleep? And when would you naturally rise? Think back to weekends or vacations. Third, are you sensitive to noise, light, or minor disruptions while trying to sleep? Do you startle easily? Do small changes throw you off? These questions aren't scientific formulas. They're starting points. Clues. They help you tune back into something your body already knows but may have been taught to ignore. If you want to go further, you can take a short online quiz, ChronoQuiz. Calm is a reliable one. But don't get too caught up in labels. The goal isn't to categorize yourself. It's to reconnect with your internal signals. There's no badge for being an early riser or a midnight mind. There's no prize for sleeping from 10 to 6 if your body prefers 12 to 8. What matters is how you feel when you wake up. Do you feel restored, calm, clear, or do you feel like you've been fighting yourself all night long? The more you observe your energy without judgment, the more patterns you'll start to see. Maybe you always crash at 2 p.m., but feel creative at 9 p.m. Maybe you feel sluggish until after your second cup of coffee, but mentally sharp once the sun starts to go down. These aren't flaws, they are data. And when you collect enough of it, a clear picture starts to form. You don't need to overhaul your life to honor your rhythm. Sometimes it starts with moving your bedtime by 30 minutes, or changing when you take your walk, or giving yourself permission to stop pretending you're tired just because your partner is. This is not selfish, it's self-alignment. The more your schedule reflects your truth, the easier sleep becomes. It stops being something you chase and starts being something that meets you right where you are. Your rhythm is not random. It's not wrong. And once you start listening to it, it will lead you home to deeper rest and a more peaceful night. Part 5, the one change to try tonight. If you take just one thing from this entire video, let it be this. You don't need to overhaul your life to sleep better. You don't need 5 steps, 3 apps, or another book on your nightstand. You need one clear change, a shift that works with your rhythm, not against it. And tonight, you get to choose that shift for yourself. Let's keep this simple. Based on your sleep type, there is one small adjustment you can make tonight that will help your body start resetting. It's not a magic pill, but it's powerful because it speaks directly to the system that regulates your sleep, your circadian rhythm. When you nudge that rhythm gently back into place, sleep doesn't need to be forced, it just begins to arrive. If you're the early energy riser, your biggest obstacle is staying up too late just because others do. You feel best early in the day, but you've probably been guilted into staying up for company, for TV, or just to feel normal. Tonight, honor your early rhythm. Start winding down by 8:30. Dim the lights, shut off screens. Let your evening be quiet and uneventful. You don't owe anyone your alertness after sundown. Give yourself permission to turn in early and feel the difference in the morning. If you're the sun-paced doer, you need structure. You likely function well with routine but get pulled off track easily, especially by things like late afternoon coffee, evening emails, or missed meals. Your one change tonight is to end caffeine by 1 p.m. Yes, even if you don't feel it affecting you. For your type, even a small stimulant later in the day can ripple through your night. Swap that late cup for herbal tea or water. Your nervous system will thank you when your head hits the pillow. If you're the midnight mind, your energy flows later, and your thoughts come alive just as the world quiets down. You've likely spent years forcing yourself into earlier bedtimes that never worked. Instead of fighting your rhythm, your change tonight is to give your mind somewhere safe to land before bed. Set aside 5 minutes to write down whatever's in your head, ideas, worries, to-dos, anything. Don't try to solve or organize it. Just empty it out. This single ritual tells your brain, you've been heard. You can rest now. If you're the quiet worrier, your challenge is overstimulation. You might not even realize how much light, noise, or unpredictability you're absorbing in the evening. Your one change tonight is to create a wind-down environment that signals safety. Turn off the TV by 9 p.m. Use soft, warm lighting. Play gentle white noise or calming nature sounds. Keep the room cool and familiar. These aren't luxuries, they're necessities for your nervous system to feel safe enough to let go. No matter which rhythm you fall into, the key is this: choose one thing, not 5. Not a full routine. Just one small, doable change that supports your sleep. Try it tonight. Don't expect a miracle, but do notice what shifts. How your body feels when it's not being rushed or ignored. How your mind slows when it isn't being judged. how your sleep feels when you stop fighting for it and start allowing it. Because real change doesn't always come from doing more. Sometimes it begins when you finally do less, but do it in the right direction. And the right direction for your sleep begins with one small, well-timed choice. Part 6, a gentle invitation, not a push. Let's take a breath here, not to think harder, not to do more, but to pause. Because maybe for the first time in a long while, you've heard someone speak about sleep in a way that feels less like a rulebook and more like a mirror. And if something inside you is softening or wondering or even grieving all the years you've struggled with rest, that's okay. This next part isn't a challenge. It's not a push. It's an invitation, one that meets you exactly where you are. Tonight, before the lights go out, I want you to try something. Not because you have to, not because it will fix everything, but because your body deserves a signal that it's being heard. Pick one thing, just one, that supports your rhythm. Maybe you turn off the overhead light and use a lamp instead. Maybe you put your phone in another room. Maybe you sit in quiet for a few minutes with your hands over your heart. And if none of that feels right, maybe you simply whisper to yourself, "I'm allowed to rest now." You see, the shift we're making here isn't about doing, it's about relating differently to rest. For most of your life, you've been praised for pushing through, showing up, getting things done no matter how tired you felt. That kind of strength is real. But strength doesn't have to mean constant forward motion. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is slow down and tend to yourself without guilt. Rest isn't earned through exhaustion. It's a basic human rhythm like breath or hunger. And it belongs to you, not just when you're productive, not just when everything's finished, but now. Even in the middle of an unfinished to-do list, even if today wasn't perfect. There's no gold star for having the best routine. No award for falling asleep the fastest. The real win is when you begin to relate to your sleep with care instead of criticism. When you stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "What does my body need tonight?" That's the question that begins the healing. This isn't about being perfect. You will have nights that go smoothly and others that don't. That's normal, that's human. But every small step you take in alignment with your rhythm adds up. Every evening you choose calm over control, presence over pressure, you're telling your nervous system, "You're safe now." And that safety, over time, becomes your foundation for real, lasting rest. So tonight, let it be simple. Write down your one small commitment on a piece of paper. Nothing big, nothing complicated. Just one thing that says, "I'm giving myself permission to slow down." Tape it to your nightstand. Let it be your reminder that rest is not a reward, it's a return to yourself. And as you ease into sleep, whether it comes fast or takes its time, know this, your body is not behind. It's listening, it's trying. It's ready to work with you, not against you. You don't need to force it. You only need to meet it halfway. And this gentle step you take tonight, it may be the beginning of everything changing. So here we are, at the end of a conversation I hope felt less like a lecture, and more like someone sitting across from you, quietly saying, "I see you." Because the truth is, struggling with sleep doesn't mean you're failing. It doesn't mean you're weak, lazy, or too old to fix it. What it means, more often than not, is that your rhythm has been ignored, stretched, or shaped by everything and everyone around you, until it no longer feels like your own. What we've talked about today isn't just about sleep. It's about returning to a part of yourself you may have forgotten, the part that knows how to slow down, the part that once trusted silence, the part that remembers what it feels like to rest without guilt. Science tells us your sleep is governed by more than behavior, it's wired into your biology. You have a natural rhythm, a built-in clock. And while the world may push us to fight against that rhythm, healing begins the moment we start working with it instead. That's not some lofty theory, it's real and it's personal. Maybe tonight won't be perfect. Maybe tomorrow won't be either. But if you take just one small action that honors your body's timing, whether that's turning down a light, writing a thought down, or simply noticing when you feel tired, you're not just learning how to sleep better. You're learning how to listen. And in that listening, something begins to soften, something begins to shift. It's not about being strict or being right, it's about being kind. It's about giving yourself space to rest the way your body actually needs, not the way you've been told it should look. That small act of kindness, that's where real change begins. So thank you for being here, for staying with this message, for being willing to look at sleep in a new way. I know it takes effort. I know you've likely tried many things already, and I want you to hear this clearly and sincerely. You are not alone in this. Sleep is not something you need to conquer. It's something you're allowed to receive. And sometimes it just takes one quiet night, one gentle shift to remind your body what it already knew, how to come home to rest. Tonight, I hope that shift begins for you. Sleep well, and truly thank you for watching. Sweet dreams.